right, well, welcome veterans. We're so glad to have you guys back, and we're so glad that we're getting to do these again. We have such a great assembly for you today. The kids have done all sorts of stuff getting ready for the past couple months. We've been singing like crazy music. We have so many songs for you. I opened it up this year to the school doing all sorts of different things, and wait till you see some of the stuff. Just so you guys know, as the assembly goes on, this whole table is going to be full of things that I'll bring over to the post and hang up for you guys. That the kids have made for you, posters, thank you letters, all sorts of stuff, and they're going to present a lot of them, but some classes wanted us just to put them there right away. Wait till you see this table get full of things that they've done for you. So we're very excited to have you guys here today, and we're excited to start our assembly. If everyone could please rise while we post the colors.
Color guard advance. Color guard hold. Color guard left face. Color guard advance. Color guard hold. Color guard right face. Color guard post your colors.
Please join us now as we do a Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And please remain standing as we sing our national anthem.
All right. So much fun to get to sing with the kids and all of you on that. We have a couple more songs we want you to join in and we sing as the assembly goes along. Then we have some songs to sing to you guys. I'm going to start right away with things. So, you know, a couple of months ago, I just sort of said that, you know, I started singing the songs with the kids. We shared military connections. And, you know, let's share that really quick. Students, if you have a connection to the military in your family or friends, just raise your hand. You know, it was amazing in how many classes students had family in the military, and almost every kid had their hands up, and we shared tons of great stories. And I know that some of you are related to some of these out here. And you may have heard them applaud for Mr. Spring when he came in. One of our substitutes here is also a veteran. So it just means a lot to us, and it makes this assembly mean a lot. So I gave out the thing that they could do whatever they wanted to in their classroom to show their respect for veterans. And so all classes did all different things. So we're going to start presenting some of those to you now. We're going to start with 3rd grade. And I believe Mrs. Pete's class and Mrs. Smith's class worked really hard to make you guys a poster. It's coming, it's coming. Takes a minute, a little time to organize the troops over here. And again, I'm going to bring all of this over to the local post as well so we can hang some of it up. And while they're finishing, I believe Mrs. Moore's class has some cards. They made some thank you cards they would like to present to the veterans. We're going to hold up that cards for you now. I know they decorated the cards and they wrote thank you letters on the back. You guys can come in your line, Liam. Let's put them right up on the table for them. Yes, yes. Go ahead. You can give it to people in the audience. Some of these were made specifically for people here. All right, Mrs. Lazaruk's class, I believe you guys made artwork and posters for the veterans. Go ahead, Mrs. Lazaruk's class. Stand up and hold those up nice and high so they can see them.
I'm confused.
Bring them down here, guys. Bring them down here. And show them, come on down if you have the posters. Come in and show them on the way to put it on the table for them, please. Yeah, show this side of the road too, guys. And also, Mrs. Avilas' class. I know you guys made letters, and they look awesome. Why don't you stand up and show them your letters? Nice. You guys are going to read them, correct? So some students wanted to, there's also going to be students performing and reading for you today. These guys wanted to read their letters to you.
Dear veterans, thank you for risking your life for our country. You make us feel safe and protected no matter what branch you're in. We would love you to know that everybody respects you every day. Even if you don't fight in battles, you still care. Even if you don't think you're brave, you are. And even if you don't go to battles, you still help. You fight till the battle's won. You give us freedom, and that freedom, it feels like people care. And even though we are different, our voices still get heard. We're sure glad you're around. Dear veterans, I'm so glad you guys are around. You are so brave, fearless, and tough. You guys risk your lives to keep our country safe. Thank you for being in the military. Thank you for being loyal to our country. Sincerely, Blake. Dear loyal veterans, thank you for protecting our country. I know that some of your loving family or friends may have to sacrifice their lives for this amazing country. You get deployed all around the world. Everyone in the world must be as brave and strong as you. You make our country so beautiful and bright. You make us beautiful and bright too. We are so thankful you serve for us. You focus on what matters most. We believe you are the people that matter most. We love that you are here. Sincerely, Adrian. Dear veterans, thank you for all you do for us. There is so much that you miss. protect the country. You miss birthdays, holidays, and much more. Thank you for sacrificing your time to protect the country. Thank you for being brave. Thank you for being kind. And thank you for risking your lives. There is so much pain that you go through. We would not be here if it was not for you. We really appreciate what you do. Thank you.
Third grade, a big round of applause for you. That was fantastic.
Well, we're going to take a little break. I thought it'd be fun if the kids sang their ABCs for you. Everybody knows their ABCs. So students, if you could quietly rise. Just want you to know, we're working on our ABCs right here in Marston. Ready? Here we go.
That's how you learned your ABCs, right? Okay, we're going to move on to our fourth grade. Some of the things that the fourth grade did for us. I'm going to start out Mr. McKenna's class. They wrote letters, and there are some readers that would like to read you. So Mr. McKenna's class, all of the readers can come on down.
Thank you, hero. Like the title says, thank you, but in my opinion, you are not only heroes, you're superheroes. I hope you know that we need a bigger meaning for the word thanks if we are saying thanks to you all. You guys deserve a gift as good as the gift you give for fighting for us. Have a great day. Thank you. Come over here.
And now Jojo.
Dear hero, I am writing this letter to thank you for all you have done. I love what you've done for our country, America. You are a strong, fearless soldier. I want to thank you for risking your life to protect America. I admire your patriotic for our country, America. You are so amazing. You fight for our freedom. I would like to thank you for that. Thank you for your service. Your friend, Judge.
Thank you, hero. Thank you for serving me and all of my family. Every day you're so awesome, and it's true. You risked your life serving for our country. That's why I admire you. You're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Sincerely, Daily. To my super strong superheroes. Fearless leader. Thank you so much for risking your life just for America. We all love you so much. You try so hard to protect us. We love you. We love to award you a huge medal. Thank you again for your family's not the only ones that love you. Everyone in America loves you.
All right, and now Mrs. Webb's class. If you're reading in Mrs. Webb's class. Come on over. This is Lai and Leah.
Dear veterans, thank you for serving our country through all the years you have been serving. We have been learning about you in school. Veterans Day was called Armistice Day in 1990. Have a great day. Thank you for the hours, days, and years. Thank you for the things you do for us. Thank you for fighting our battles. Thank you for being you. Thank you for your fight. You're wonderful, that's right. Off and away, we're on our way. Never in hesitation, you always give us appreciation. Never looking back, always looking forward. You are the one that will save us and step on the way. You're always getting better, never getting worse. You always find a source. You're more than wonderful, and I'm truly glad to have you. Have a wonderful day. Scout.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Webb's class. Can I have Mrs. Schneider's class?
Thank you for serving our country and your sacrifice. I hope you know how hard you work because you help us with advice. Your hard work is a lot of progress. You should be proud of yourself for how hard you put your soul into your job. I hope you know that a dot is a lie and that little dot is you. We love you and your happy spirit. We are happy. We are as happy as you.
Dear veterans, we are all very grateful for your service. We don't know what we would do without you. You have sacrificed so much of your time. To the Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, and Coast Guard, thank you. Dear veterans, thank you for your service. You really help our country, and I hope you know that. Being a veteran is very brave of you. You have to go away from home, you sacrifice time, and most of all, you go and you know there's a possibility you will pass away. But know you are selfless and good to have around. Love, Macy. Dear Army veterans, thank you for serving us. If not for you, our lives would have been toast. You sacrificed your lives for us. Love, Cora. If not for you, I don't know what I'd do. As you know, the Army goes rolling along.
Alright, dear military personnel, you are great, glorious, and sacrificed more than I ever could. You are the strong and mighty heroes of USA. So thank you, veterans. Your glory shines through the night, and your courage will be remembered throughout centuries. From Brody.
Dear veterans, for you and all who gave so many yesterdays for heartfelt thank you on Veterans Day. Veterans Day, we thank you for all you've done for us. We've honored every sacrifice you've made. From Nevaeh. From Emma.
Okay, could I have Miss Ripley's class come on down?
Dear veterans, thank you so much for keeping our country safe. You are so brave. You protect us every day. You work so hard. The country would not be the same without you. I appreciate your sacrifices that you made to protect the country. Thank you.
You guys are brave to serve for our country, to give us peace and protect us. You sacrificed everything to keep us safe. You do the best job to keep us safe. You leave the past in the past. You fade in the air and water. You pass away to keep our country safe. You are the Navy, Coast Guard, Army, and Marines members. You try to keep us safe as possible. Everybody loves you guys. Dear veterans, thank you for your service. You have sacrificed everything for us. You are a real hero. Whether you're in the Coast Guard, Army, Navy, Marines, or Air Force, know that you are all strong and brave. Thank you.
A few students wrote songs for you guys.
Coast Guard and Air Force, they all worked hard for our great country. They may have sacrificed everything for you and me. They may have sacrificed everything. The Coast Guard is on Adeline C. The Air Force will jump out of planes for you. The armies sacrifice their lives in the countryside. Oh, how they're all a part of our hearts.
And I have to tell you, Collins comes to me almost every music class and says, Mr. Carlson, I wrote another song. Can I sing it for you? I wrote another song. And so as this was coming closer, I go, are you going to write a Veterans Day song? And she's like, of course I am. And so she was very excited to write this for you.
The flag was raised high. It shows in the sky. Let's thank our veterans. No one should be unclear. Thank you for keeping us safe. Thank you for showing our flag. Thank you for fighting and fighting up our world. Thank you for staying strong. Sing along, thank our veterans, thank you.
Nice job, guys. All right, Mrs. Panopoulos' class.
These are from Miss Panopoulos' class.
We thank you all for being here, and we hope you enjoy this assembly.
Hey, Mrs. Havlicek's class.
I've written an acrostic poem for you. T is for thanks, H is for hero, A is amazing, N is nice, K is kind, Y is you are brave, O is outstanding, U is understanding. Thank you. We wrote, this is all learn notes from our classes. I wrote my classroom card. It says better. B is for very brave, B is for excellent, T is for the best, E is for energetic, R is for ready to help, A is for anything possible, and is to never give up.
And Mr. Shrek's class. And I know Addie's going to read you a letter, and I think, Addie, you also drew 3 or 4 posters for them that you put on the table, right? That's awesome.
Dear veterans, thank you for serving my country. You left your family just so you could fight for America. It means so much. I can't tell you how much I care for you.
Okay, I thought at this point we'd take a little musical break and encourage everybody, and if you need the words, adults, anyone, it'll be on the back board there, but if everybody could please stand as we all sing for our country, America the Beautiful. All right, as you can see, our table's getting pretty full and we still have one more grade level left. We're now gonna have our 5th grade students that did things for you. Let's have Mrs. Pennington's class. Mrs. Pennington, I know we have some readers.
Dear soldiers, thank you for all you have done fighting battles that you won. Thank you for taking your time just to save our lives.
All you have accomplished with a smile on your faces. We are glad to send you a certain country USA.
From the Heart by Elios Vidler and Soleil Georgia. Today we honor veterans all the same.
You didn't do it for the fame.
You build our country's might
Through day and night.
bravely making a story.
In honor and glory,
You have
done your part, and we know it's from the heart.
And I know their whole class made a poster for you.
We just wanted to say thank you for all you've done.
Awesome. One class I want to say, they're not going to present, but they're on the table over there. I thought it was really nice, and I will drop them off at the hall for anyone that wants them. But one class made bookmarks with thank yous on that you guys can take. Feel free when I leave them at the post to take one, or if you want to take one today, I'll put them on the edge of the table. But they made bookmarks you can take that are thank you letters from the kids. So that's Mrs. Murphy's class. Thank you for doing that, Mrs. Murphy's class. I know Miss Hinchcliffe's class, you guys made some cards that you're going to bring down.
Welcome, veterans.
We would like to thank you for serving our country.
We appreciate everything that you have done to help keep us safe.
Please accept these cards as a token of our appreciation.
We thank you for using your time off your day to come to our school. We made these cards with care. We hope you like them.
You know, like I said, I am going to bring all this stuff over to the post, but if anyone wants to come take a thank you card today, this whole table is going to be full of things. Please come on over on your way out, check out some of the stuff, and feel free to take a letter or a bookmark. And let's see, in 5th grade we also have Mrs. Hinch, or that was Mrs. Hinchcliffe's class, Mrs. Dow's class.
We have a poem for you.
Your courage and your might help us win the fight.
You helped us through war, and that's something we'll never ignore.
You're so brave for many lives.
You don't look for the fame, but you always win the game. You're number one.
All right, well, students, I love all the stuff you guys did this year. It's awesome. So, students, so can we give the veterans a big round of applause? And one of the ways that and the kids love this, and we've done this every year, even during COVID, we did in school, we sang these songs, we talked about veterans, we wrote letters. We still did it even when we couldn't be here together. The kids love these songs we're about to sing. So, students, could you rise quietly? And we're going to honor every branch of the military right now, starting with the Army. All right, here we go, guys. And now we're going to do the Navy.
Navy
You know, a little known fact, I believe Mr. Sadler's father was a Coast Guard veteran, correct? Correct. All right, now the Air Force.
Okay, you may be seated. Great job. Those really are some of the most fun songs we get to sing throughout the year. The kids love it, and it shows their spirit. They love sharing their stories about the different family members that are in all those branches. It's just really a great time, and it means so much that you guys could come out. Now, we haven't gotten to hear from you guys in so long, and I know Commander Bennett is here and said he would say a few words to our kids, because it's so important for us to hear from you guys. So, Commander, we have a round of applause for Commander Bennett.
Thank you, Mr. Carlson. So how are we doing this morning, Marston? Good! I can't hear you! Excellent. First of all, I want to thank Mr. Sadler and Mr. Carlson for inviting us once again. We missed you guys over the past couple of years through the pandemic. And we want to thank you so very much for your heartfelt cards, the songs, the posters, the bookmarks. It really means an awful lot to us. Now, tomorrow is Veterans Day. So who knows what the difference is between Veterans Day and Memorial Day? I won't pick you for showing your hand up.
Veterans are people who were in the 5 branches that are alive.
Okay, very good. And what about Memorial Day?
It's a celebration for the people who died.
Correct. So Memorial Day is for those who died while serving their country, and Veterans Day is for our living veterans, and all those who are here today. Now, what do you think are some of the reasons people might join the military? What's some of the reasons?
To save our country and make sure that we're strong.
That's a good reason. What's another reason? You, number 10.
To protect our country.
Correct. Okay.
Maybe because we're like family members or something on the 5 branches and they decided to go in.
Very good, very good. A lot of people join the military because maybe they have a family tradition. Maybe their mom or dad or grandfather or grandmother was in the military. Some families have a tradition that go back generations to the Revolutionary War or the Civil War. I know in my family I have ancestors that served in the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, World War I, and World War II. A lot of people will join the military for pay and benefits, believe it or not. After you've been in for a couple of years, the pay is pretty decent, and the benefits are excellent. You got free medical and dental care. You get 30 days paid vacation a year, although you may not be able to take it when you'd like to take it, but you get 30 days. And there's also generous benefits to help pay for college or trade school when you get older. Another reason is sometimes people want to try to prove themselves physically and mentally. Okay? So that's some of the reasons. But the biggest reason that everybody always says is a patriotic reason. We want to serve our country and we want to protect our people. But when you go into the military, you have to make a lot of sacrifices and there's a lot of hardships. You know what one of the first things they do to you when you join the military? Besides yell at you. They train you. But one of the first things they do is they cut your hair. They give you a haircut, and they teach you how to march. And the reason for that is they want you to think as a team and not as an individual. All right? And you will learn discipline and regimentation. All right? And you will learn to obey orders from a superior officer. All right? And that's important. And you'll learn honesty and integrity. You'll learn to do the right thing and tell the truth all the time, even though nobody else is looking. Okay? And you'll learn that when you're supposed to be somewhere at a certain time, if you're on time, you're late. Right? And you learn to field day your workspace or your berthing area or a compartment. All right, you'll learn to clean a compartment with great detail, even using a toothbrush if necessary. And you will make sure that there's no dust on the soles of your shoes that are in your closet. And I know when I said the word field day to all my veteran friends, everybody looked around the room, and we know where we can find dust. Because we had it happen to us, there was always some chief or sergeant or department head. After you cleaned your room, they would fail you because they found dust in some place that you never even expected. So think about that when you're cleaning your room. Some other things, in the military you'll have to deploy, all right? The United States military serves throughout the world, from Japan to Germany and Italy, from Antarctica to Kuwait. So there are times when the order comes, you have to be ready to deploy and leave your family and your home for 3, 6, or 12 months at a time. And during that time, you'll miss birthdays and anniversaries, Thanksgiving, Christmases, and sometimes you'll miss the birth of a child or the death of a parent. And obviously, when you're out deployed, you may be called to put your life on the line, to put it all on the line, either for your shipmates, for your fellow soldiers and airmen, Marines, and for your country. Many of our veterans here today have served in combat, and many of them still bear the scars of that, both physically and mentally. But you know what? Every single one of my veteran friends here today would say they would do it over again in a heartbeat because we loved it. We would sign up again today if we could, because we love serving our country, and we love serving something that was bigger than all of us, okay? So when you see a veteran, maybe somebody who's wearing a military ball cap or a jacket, tell them thank you. It's a small way to show your appreciation, in addition to everything you've done for us here today. Now, tomorrow is actually Veterans Day. And in Hampton, or in the area, we have 4 ceremonies tomorrow that the American Legion Post 35 will hold. And the first one will be down at the Hampton Beach Marine Memorial at 8 o'clock. And then at Weir Common in Hampton Falls at 9 o'clock. We'll be in Northampton at the town clerk's office, which is that stone building next to the old fire department that's coming down. We'll be there at 10. And then at 11 o'clock, we'll be at Post 35 on High Street for the final ceremony. Everybody's invited, and I hope you bring your parents and your friends. Marston, once again, thank you for having us today.
Well, before we have one last thing that we always love to do to the veterans. And again, we sang these songs every year, but this one is hard to do when you're not singing it for someone. So this is a song that was written a long time ago. I mean, I can't remember even when, but it was written right here at Marston by some 4th graders. And we love to sing it. It's for veterans by our school, and it's called Far Better Than Gold. Everybody rise. All right, well, we are wrapping down our assembly for now. In a second, we're going to retire the colors, and then Mr. Sadler has a few things to say to us. But before we do that, on the count of 3, can I have a great big thank you, veterans?
1, 2, 3.
You won't get it louder anywhere else, I promise. I want to say again from the bottom of my heart how important this assembly is for our students and how much they love it and how relevant it is. I guess we're about to sing it again. That important. And it just means so much to us that you guys came out. I think this is one of the biggest turnouts I've seen in a long time here. This is awesome. Thank you again so much for coming. If everyone could please rise, and our color guard could please come on down, we are going to retire the colors.
Color guard, retire the colors.
And loose.
Color guard, right face. Color guard, advance. Color guard, hold. Color guard, right face. Color guard, advance.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Can we hear it from Mr. Carlson for putting this all together? The first group I'll address is the students and staff. My heart is overwhelmed with joy right now. I never know what we're going to put together to show our appreciation, our thanks, and our gratitude, but looking at this at the table, hearing the stories, the poems, the songs, it was amazing. One, you should be very proud of yourselves for all you have done to show your appreciation, to learn a little bit more about Veterans Day, and to truly honor and welcome our guests. So can we hear it for you? Give yourselves a round of applause. And then, of course, our veteran group, as Mr. Carlson has probably said, this probably is one of the biggest turnouts we've had for this assembly, and I appreciate everyone taking the time out of their busy days to come in and celebrate with us. We can talk to the kids about Veterans Day, we can show them video clips, we can read them stories, but until they interact or see actual veterans and put names and faces and real people to the words they're learning about, it really takes the meaning of it and elevates it for them. It gives them a real-world connection. So taking the time to join us today means a lot to everyone up here, everyone down on the floor, and everyone that's part of our school community. Can we hear it again for the veterans? We do sincerely appreciate you being here. I'm hopeful that our students and their families will participate in at least one of the 4 events that are taking place tomorrow. And as Commander Bennett said, if you see someone you know that's a veteran, if you have someone in your family, I saw all those hands go up, pick up the phone tomorrow. Make a phone call and thank them for what they did, the sacrifices they made. Because to join the armed forces, to serve your country, is a big undertaking. It's a humongous commitment and responsibility. And as they said, they're putting their lives on the line for every single one of us in this room. So take time tomorrow to call a veteran and thank them. When you see them at the grocery store, out at the park, down at the beach, thank them for what they've done to keep you safe and to keep everyone safe. I hope you enjoyed our assembly today. Again, I thank you for coming here. I would strongly encourage anyone with family members up here to hang out for a few minutes, because I know people are going to want to snap pictures and get those back to the loving adults at home. So again, just a big thank you to you for joining us. Thank you to our school for really honoring and truly showing your appreciation. And of course, Mr. Carlson for putting this fantastic assembly together.
And veterans, on your way out, please come over to the table. Please feel free to take a letter, thank you letter, or a bookmark, but please come see all the work. And guys, as you're leaving, make sure you're waving to the veterans and saying thank you. Thank you, Marston, you did an awesome job.